Today in this episode, I'm going to be telling you guys about how to be a lady, okay? Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to the Chit China show. How to be a lady, okay? The most attractive thing you can do when you are trying to become the better version of yourself is to really tap in to what makes you you. And if you identify as someone who's feminine, who likes to be a lady, who's a young woman, or maybe even an older grown woman, this is for you, okay? Honestly, you guys, my tips on how to be a lady are all about being super authentic to who you are and whatever that means to you. No one is the same, and you really have to just tap into what makes you unique. What are your star qualities? I know so many women who are amazing nurturers, or they're amazing in business, or they're amazing in whatever they do. I think that is my very first tip, is to know your strengths as a woman, as a lady, and really play into those, you guys. If you know you are meant to be on camera, like myself, be on camera, you guys. Do your thing. Also, this necklace is amazing. At first, I didn't like it, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. I did not love the necklace at first, but now I really like it. I think it's really pretty, and I think it kind of like fits my personality. But yes, my first tip on being a lady is really just know your strengths and make sure you are highlighting those strengths when you walk into a room, when you apply for a job, when you go out on dates. Do not dim your light. Say like, this is who I am, and I'm a badass at it, and I'm really good at it. I think for me, for a long time, I have a really big personality. I'm very bubbly. I'm very cheerful. I'm very outgoing. Yes, I'm the person that's gonna probably, laugh. I'm gonna probably make a joke. I'm probably going to say something funny or just be, that's just who I am. You never know what kind of light you can bring to somebody's life by just being your authentic self. Know your strengths and really hype those up and play into those. For example, my mom is really good at marketing. She's really good at sales. She's really good at selling you something. And so I really love the fact that she knows that that's her strength and she plays into it. That made her really stand out. That was her like, okay, I got this. Like, this is me. Like, so just make sure you identify like, what is your strengths as a woman, as a lady, something that you think you would really, really want to share with others. And I think that can make you really, really, really important and impactful in whatever you want to do. Tip number 2 on being a lady and how to be a lady is to be private, you guys. Be private. Not everyone needs to know what's going on in your life at all times. Be private. Be mysterious. When you are like kind of mysterious and kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm that girl, it makes you more attractive. So people like mystery. People like not being able to figure out someone right when they meet them. So have a little bit of mystery to yourself, and as you should, because you are a very diverse, complex individual. So obviously it's not going to be A, B, C, D, E. You have many layers. And so be mysterious. Give them a little bit to like search for. Like, I would say definitely being private is probably like my number one thing, because I'm super private, you guys. And in some ways, it's been a really big blessing, because when you're private, people can't really impose on your dreams and your goals and your ambitions because they don't know. Okay? They don't know what you got going on. So being private can be definitely a blessing. It also can be kind of like a double-edged sword, because with YouTube, I was so nervous to get on YouTube, share my life, share my thoughts, share this and share that with you guys, because I am super private. So it was kind of like, okay, how do I juggle this? But I would say the next tip on being a lady is just being private, being mysterious, not always speaking, even when you have the opportunity. Sometimes you have to just be like, okay. Like, I see, you know what I'm saying? I see what's going on. I see what's happening. You don't always have to be boisterous. You don't always have to say something. You can always just be laid back and be chill and let it unfold. When I say y'all, there's so much in life that I honestly just had to like let unfold, because I can't control other people or what they think or their thoughts or anything like that. So when I say just let stuff unfold, you know what you did in a situation, you know who you are, and so just let it unfold and let it be. My last tip on how to be a lady is to make sure that you are maintaining your appearance, whatever that means to you. Maybe you want to have tattoos, piercings, blonde hair, blue hair, black hair, straight hair, curly hair, you want to wear overalls every day, or you want to wear high-end items every day, whatever the case may be, just make sure that it's authentic to you and your style, and that you look put together when you go out in spaces, whether your style is maybe more emo or more preppy. I grew up in both, you guys. I feel like when I grew up, emo, skater boy, skater girl was definitely in for a really long time into more preppy. And so people shopped at Hollister. I actually worked at Hollister, you guys. That was one of my first jobs, was actually at Hollister, which is so funny looking back because I was so effing cute. I had like curly hair. I was just wearing belly shirts, jeans, all of that. You guys, like Hollister was such a vibe. And this was back when Hollister was very, very like dark and dim and scented, okay? I remember one time walking into work and I was overwhelmed by the amount of like fragrance and perfume they had sprayed. It was so signature, and I wish they would go back to that because it honestly made them unique, but everyone's trying to do like light and bright and aesthetic now, which I totally get to. As long as you know how to look good in whatever you are wearing, whatever the vibe is, just do the best you can. And if you don't have a lot of clothes, that's totally fine too. I have been living on a budget. I'm not gonna lie, I don't spend a lot on clothes. I have a lot of basic outfits and base things that I pair with other things to make them look good. So I invest in maybe like purses and shoes, but jeans, it's not that important. Shirts, it's not that important. Hair, how your face looks, do you have a little bit of lip gloss on, a little bit of earrings on? Make sure your items are washed and you're smelling good if you have that capability. If you don't have that capability, do the best you can. Okay, do the best you can. And I honestly think that's what a lot of us are doing, you guys. If you don't have access to a lot of clothes and things like that, don't worry about it. Like, just do what you can with where you are at and what you have, and do the best you can. Like, I've seen people who have little to no money be the most stylish because of how they style it, how they wear it, the confidence that they have when they wear it. Like, you are just owning what you're wearing and just being comfortable and confident in that. And so those are my 3 tips on how to be a lady. I'm going to be going into so much more on how to be a lady because I think it's just such a really fun topic. And I feel like as I've grown and just expanded into womanhood, I have just so much to share. So let me know if there's anything else you guys want tips on. But those are my 3 general tips on how to be a lady. Be mysterious. Look great at any level that you're on. And what was the last one? I forget. That's how you can tell this is not scripted, y'all. But thanks you guys so much for watching. And if this is your vibe, definitely subscribe. Bye. So that is my tip. Just make sure like you are just owning what you're wearing and